Hustle in the lobby, bright lights, reflections. Screen flickers, tales of crime and affection. Baristas mix caffeine with tales of deception. Lawyers joke and shadows plot their redemption. Case files like popcorn scatter on the floor. Jury's out in line, folks begging for more. Quirky loopholes twist through every door. Paparazzi flash for the courtroom encore. Legal shenanigans, theater, baby, where justice laughs. Crime and humor dance, baby, a curious path. Grab your ticket, honey, let the gavel smash. In the flood of laughter, see the road splash. Scoundrels with a smile, defense on their lips.
Guys, welcome to Legal Shenanigans Theater, part 27 bajillion, Letitia Stalk. We will be retiring Gracie Letitia off the menu after today because, quite frankly, every time we do an episode with her, I feel the need to take about a 4-hour-long shower. And Mr. Mo says we can no longer afford to, keep me in such decadent, cleaning rituals after Letitia.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Yeah, I'm like, I just still don't feel clean. It's like, you've used all the Purell we have in the house. Why not get to a different trial? And I thought, possibly the voice of reason.
There has to be one in the group.
Just one. I know. I have been completely out of sorts to the point that, okay, so I came to this stark realization, I think Thursday night, that Youngest Most Feral may get some of his, just shenanigans from myself, because my middle daughter invited me to be the legal consenting adult for her to get her belly button pierced since she's not of age. So I chose to see it as mother-daughter bonding, but she really just needed me to legally sign off on, stabbing the belly button that myself, Jesus, God, and, angels worked on lovingly crafting her.
Just wants to decorate it.
So anyway, I'm in the shop with this woman with, I think, at least 27 facial piercing, plus the dangly ear holes, like when they stretch them and then they just don't put anything in them and then they just dangle.
Yeah.
So I am trying to notice anything but that, because look, there is nothing more freaky to me than that. I don't know why that freaks me out. I don't know what, but it gives me the full body heebie-jeebies. And I'm trying not to be disrespectful because, I don't want to be mean. And this chick's about to stab my daughter, so I'm, trying to be nice to her. So I'm over here, and they have these like little silicone things to show all the body jewelry that you can, put things on. And I've correctly identified the ear and the nose. But there's this one piercing that has completely eluded me.
Oh, no.
So I keep, until it comes to me about 5 minutes later when I'm still looking at it like one of those magic 3D art picture things in the mall. And so when it finally comes to me, do I keep it to myself? I said, oh my God, it's a nipple. I got it.
Well, it could have gone some other places, but...
Well, no, I mean, had I been thinking about comedic stuff, I would have said, excuse me, is this one of those Prince Alberts I've been hearing lots about?
Yeah. It's like, this gonna give me a rusty coon.
And so my daughter, who is there with her boyfriend, because I was only brought for, like, legal support, he's the moral support.
Yeah.
So, my daughter is looking horrified at me, and I was like, oh, look, I was just proud of myself for figuring it all out.
So, when the first tattoo I got, okay, the shop I go into, it's a nice place, but the owner, okay, has a growth on his neck okay? It's got like,
No.
and it like protrudes out the screen and everything,
Oh,
right?
God, no. You're like, thank you, goiter. I mean, melon. I mean,
It
just
gets,
cut it off.
it gets worse. This guy tattooed an eyeball on it. So this thing is protruding out of his neck, and it's an eye that kind of follows you around. Because it's three-dimensional. So it's like, it was like the hardest thing not to stare at. It was just like, Jesus.
I was just, I knew I had embarrassed her, but I was trying to not comment on whatever amalgamation of screaming and drums was supposed to be music at that moment.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what in the scream love of all this, holy ma'am?
Yeah. Well, Dr. Letitia has to explain that she explained the birds and the bees.
She truly got her doctorate from DeVry.
I haven't heard that name in forever.
Well, it's either that or Trump University. Or what was it? The Art Institute, where you could draw like this little cartoon character on the back, and if you did it okay enough, you had the honor of paying a bunch more money for them to tell you you sucked at life.
Yeah, that's. That was a big story, wasn't it? Not that long ago.
I think so.
I remember that for some reason. I don't know. Letitia didn't go there because she was busy getting her doctorate.
I think at Liberty University is what she said, but I think DeVry is funnier.
I don't think Liberty would have accepted her, which is saying
Fine,
a lot.
ITT Tech.
I don't think they would have accepted her either.
Okay, well then she's going to have to go to medical school in Guam, like all of my medical professionals.
She went to Ho University. Because it's
Pretty
a
much.
oasis out there.
But not Shower University, because apparently that was against her religion.
That's like year 5. Like it's like that's PhD level at Hoversity.
Hoversity hygiene is the most
Yeah.
complex class you'll ever take at Hoversity. Oh my God. You know what? If they made that a Pixar movie instead of Monsters University, I'd watch the hell out of that.
I think we're coming up with $1 million idea for all these thoughts.
I know. I
We're
need
gonna
to
have
start.
a Hoversity.
Yes. A Olympics, a Hoversity. It's a whole feeding into a whole biodiversity of wholeness.
It's like a
Have you
oasis.
thought about our hoe biodiversity lately? We've got our e-thoughts. We've got our old-fashioned just streetwalkers, and then you've got, well, polyamory.
And then you have like the graduate class of the Clinties. So
Oh my God. They go full circle and back into true crime.
it's whatever you aspire to be.
It really is. It's like
Hoversity.
Barbie. We could have a, we could have one for every career. It'd be great.
Yeah. We're working on the working title.
We are. Look, we're brainstorming, we're focus grouping, and when we have a really good idea, we will bring it to you again after we've polished it. These are just our raw, unfiltered thoughts. We really are a brain trust of odd.
There is at Hoversity, there is a class on polishing.
Do not take that, though, if you have carpal tunnel. Look, we are not a medicalology university, so wrist strain and tennis elbow is not our fault. Bring your own icy hot, but do not confuse that with lube. You've been warned. Now I'm going to have to make a Ho University t-shirt.